gentlemen, if you are in chat right now, I would very much be interested in knowing if you can hear me. Because I am speaking into my microphone, and I think I have it set up properly this time. And I want to know, did I fix it? Is it still broken? Did I command the dark stream magic properly? Papa Bear, this is Rubber Duck. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, type yum yum in the chat. That's what you're supposed to do, right? If people can't hear me, I should probably actually just type in the chat, right? Once again, I will say, if you can hear me, say that you can hear me in the stream chat. There we go. I got a yum yum. There's just a stream delay, as usual. And there's more stream delay than usual, as usual, because I'm using restream.io. Because if you didn't know, I mean, you probably know, I streamed Dreams yesterday, and nobody could hear me. I was talking for 3 hours yesterday, and nobody heard a word I was saying. And that's a bummer. It's because OBS has a setting where you can break out specific audio sources as different tracks in the video, which is actually really useful if you're a video editor, because that means you get gameplay audio on one track and you get your voice on another track, and it makes it a lot more easy to have, these separated audio sources so that you can edit each individual one without them being mixed together into one thing. So if I'm being too loud or too quiet or whatever, I can adjust my personal track, my voice volume, and it's fine. Twitch very recently added support for multiple audio tracks, which is good. It means that, copyright strikes and things like that will be easier to deal with, because on Twitch's end, all they have to do is mute the gameplay audio if there's a copyrighted song playing. The problem is, one, I'm using restream.io, which is a service that lets me stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. That is why people on my YouTube channel are seeing me right now. Because I stream to Restream, and Restream splits the stream. One goes to Twitch, one goes to YouTube, right? That's great. I love it. I will probably use Restream forever. But Restream doesn't support this multiple audio track thing that Twitch now does. On top of that, the version of OBS I'm using does not support multiple audio tracks, apparently. So I'd set my recording up to use these multiple audio tracks, and I did not think about how that would affect my stream. And it wasn't even just that gameplay audio was only going out yesterday. It's that every time I would talk, it would minimize the gameplay so that you could hear me better. But since you couldn't hear me, it was just gameplay audio that was constantly going up and down, up and down, up and down, like something was wrong. So that was fun. And by fun, I mean I deleted that entire recording off my YouTube channel. It's still on my Twitch as a VOD if you want to go look at that mess. We played Dreams, which is what we're going to be playing today. text chatting here. Restream chat app is actually pretty nice. I can access both the Twitch and YouTube chats from one screen, and I can even talk to you folks in the text. It's pretty fancy. I really like Restream.io, and I'm surprised it's still free. They do have paid options, but so far that doesn't really affect streaming. Your name is Salvador's Life. Hello, YouTube chatter. Anyway, I have a PlayStation 4 controller in front of me. We will stop listening to the Wolfchild Sega CD soundtrack. And we will switch over to my PlayStation, assuming I can remember what the hotkey is. It's Control 2. No, that's for the waiting room. Control 1. There we go. Still figuring out this hotkey nonsense. Let's play Dreams, everyone. Let's go dream surfing, as it were. I do have a Sega Genesis Mini. In fact, I have a couple videos on my YouTube channel of it. I wrote a review for TSSC News back in the day. By back in the day, I mean like 2 years ago. Where not only did I review every single game on the Genesis Mini, but I reviewed the hardware itself. And I should, now that TSSC News is gone, it's dead, the website doesn't even load anymore, I needed to get all that stuff up on my personal website. bltn.net, if you are not aware. Alright, I have to possess this little guy first. There we go. So welcome to Dreams, everyone. We played like a first-person shooter yesterday. We played like what I would consider a jazz punk fan game that was merely okay. You know, it looked exactly like jazz punk does. In fact, it might even be down here somewhere. Maybe not. It was called, what was it? It was like Cyber Spy 2051B or something. And like I said, it looked exactly like jazz punk, but unfortunately, it wasn't very funny. And like, you know, jazz punk is a comedy game. You kind of expect comedy, and I think it was trying to be funny, but unfortunately, it wasn't really. Also, if you're chatting at me in the chat, it's hard for me to see the chat because the chat is on my computer and Dreams is on my TV. So, you know, I will glance at chat every now and then, but I have to like turn my head like a full 90 degrees to see my computer monitor. What are we gonna play here today? I mentioned we played the jazz punk fan game. We played a really fun like first-person shooter tribute, sort of parody of Doom 2016. That like, it wasn't great, but it was good enough. Like the ending was real fun. We played, what was it? We played, how do I zoom in? We played this thing, this Cyber Trigger game down here, which was really fascinating because it's pixel art in Dreams, right? Like, how do you even do pixel art in this thing? Of course I'm not dead. Like, YouTube channels aren't just dead because they stop posting for a little while. You know? I am a single individual person. I write all my videos, I record all the footage myself, I edit them myself, I do all the voiceover myself. For videos like the kind that I put out, that's a lot of work. That's like a lot of work. You know, that's enough work that it takes me like 3 or 4 months to put together one properly edited video. And usually I work so hard on that video that I get burnt out and I kind of need to take a break for a few months. The classic edition of what? Are you talking about? I'm playing Dreams on the PlayStation 4. Which is, like I said, it's this like really impressive pixel art game. Like you might think, oh, you know, pixel art isn't very impressive, which, you know, for starters, that's kind of a rude thing to say. Pixel art takes work. But also, Dreams is not the kind of thing where you can just make pixel art. So the fact that any of this looks like this or functions like this or anything is actually like genuinely like very impressive. Because you might not think so, but I bet this was very hard to do. And even harder to do well. The Genesis Mini is the only one I have. I didn't want a PlayStation Mini because, frankly, it sounded like garbage. You know? Sony has a history of not really caring about their classic games. They don't think people like them. They don't think people want to play them. Like, there are quotes out there from, like, not necessarily the CEO of PlayStation, but, you know, one of the, like, really higher up guys talking about how, you know, crappy PlayStation PS1 games are. And how, oh, nobody wants to play those. Like, the whole idea of the PlayStation Mini felt kind of like they were doing it just because they felt like they had to, because the Super Nintendo Mini and the NES Mini were, you know, they made so much money for Nintendo. So, you know, Sony was just trying to get a quick buck, and I think the PlayStation Mini reflects that pretty well. You know, it sounded like garbage, frankly. So no, I did not get one of those, and I did not have the money at the time to buy a Nintendo or Super Nintendo Mini. So Nintendo doesn't make those anymore, so I don't have one, you know? It's not that big of a deal to me for that. Anyway, this is this pixel art game. I played this for like a half an hour yesterday, and eventually I got to a point where I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. Like, not because it's bad, but just because I wanted to move on. I also played, oh gosh, what was it? There was like a Sonic fan game yesterday that like was Hut's Sonic game or something like that. And it was one of those things that looked like really impressive in a Twitter video. And then I finally got around to playing it myself, and it was merely okay. The controls were a little weird. Instead, what I would say is actually like a better game. There's usually like a Sonic game here in the forever popular, this thing. And I was talking about this yesterday, but again, nobody heard me. This is really funny to me because this video, this dream, has like all these level gates for levels that aren't in this demo that say coming soon. And then here, we'll just boot it up. Like, hey there, I released a demo of a new Sonic game. So what that means is that even though this game here has all these things that say coming soon on them, they never finished this. They started this project and never never did anything more with it. They did like one level. And it was this thing over here, this Sapphire Shore Act 1. I think there was a level back here too, but I never actually played this Frantic Farm. I just think it's really funny that, like, here's this unfinished game. All this stuff is coming soon. Please go play our new game. Like, how am I supposed to know that, like, you are in any way dedicated to finishing anything if you never finished this? Oh, coming soon. Is it? Is it? Sure sounds like you moved on, buddy. You know, this doesn't control terribly. It's a little janky, but it works, you know. I can enjoy myself here. Go! You know, it's good enough, which I think is kind of like the mantra of a Dreams game, is just being good enough. Another coming soon level. So, like, it said coming soon, right? Gosh, how do I get to that? It said, like, press circle. Go! It said press circle to get to their new game, I thought, or something like that. I mean, admittedly, I wasn't paying super close attention, so I probably, like, streamer-brained my way right past it. How did I find it last time? This was their new game that they were advertising. And, like, this is actually pretty okay, you know? I have played worse official Sonic games. It always impresses me when, like, just when a Dreams game has, like, really good menus, right? Because I don't expect people to even just make menus for these games. But Dreams, like, has enough ability in it. You can do a lot of things in this. Like, this actually animates pretty well. It plays pretty well. Like I said, I've played worse official Sega games. Which is like, you know, that says something. We probably don't need to play all the way through this. I think this new demo here, what I remember playing the other day when I streamed for a friend, this has like 2 or 3 levels in it, which again, you know, when you think about like fan games, right? You think about the things that are at Sage, the Sonic Amateur Games Expo. This has more content than even some of those games do. Like most of those like fan games at Sage only top out at like 1 level, if that. Usually they're just like an engine test. I almost wonder if it would somehow be possible to submit like a Dreams game to Sage. Maybe that's something that may show up this year, because you know this deserves to be in the Sonic Amateur Games Expo as much as anything else. I mean, this is a game.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Excuse me. Have a frog in my throat. I think the demo ends after this level.
Come on!
this part's a little bit janky, you know. But also, I'm not entirely sure how you do a snowboarding segment in 3D. I mean, you know, mechanically I know how you do it, but I don't know how you make it fun and noticeably different than just playing a Sonic game normally. Because this is just the normal, like, Sonic platformer controls we just had in that previous level, but now they're worse. And that's not fun. Like, I can't do as much stuff here. I don't know why there's like a weird cinematic camera when I pull in the left rear. I don't remember that being there. Gotta be careful not to fall off here. Anyway, I should probably skip this because I've already played through this. But like, we are also like pretty close to the end here. You know, like I said, I think this demo is only like 3 levels. Oops. I kind of messed up the scripting there. It even has like wall jumping, which is pretty impressive. Glitched now, though. There we go. Nope. It's not quite.
Ready anytime.
Now, do I use this here? There are all these boxes here, and I don't know how to get through them. It feels like there should be like a secret here. Like if you do this. Opens this gate up in here. I don't know what these boxes are. Like, I presume, like, even this music is probably made in Dreams, right? Because one of the pop-ups I got when I first started playing Dreams earlier this week was that, you know, they overhauled their music creation tools. Necessarily know that this music has to be made in Dreams, but it might have been. Whoops. Well, I screwed that up. I mean, HUD's Sonic game is still on here. It took me a while to find it, but, you know, it's still playable. I didn't like it as much as I figured I would. This plays better than I think Huts does. Huts is interesting. I mean, you know, he has his own ideas. And that's interesting and cool. Kinda have to feather the boost there, otherwise you run out. But I don't know, there's just something about his controls that were a little hard for me to come to grips with. Maybe we'll play that next, if I can find it. I had to queue it up through the website last time. Because searching for it within Dreams itself didn't really work. It even has a skydiving segment.
Yes!
Okay, I'm just gonna look up the website.
That was cool!
Huts Sonic Dreams. The last time I pressed play now, it didn't actually work, and it's not working now. You're supposed to be able to go through the Dreams website, indreams.me. Everybody soup. Supposed to be able to click play now, and it goes through the website and goes to your PlayStation. But that doesn't work. You can do play later. There should be like a queue somewhere. There it is. Like, the wall ride system is really, that's kind of what bugs me the most, because that's what feels so buggy. Because I can't ever get him to reliably run on walls. Like, it works, but only kind of, and only sometimes. He keeps wanting to fall off the wall a lot. Like, the homing attack doesn't really work unless you're right on top of an enemy. Like I said, it's interesting. Like, I applaud him for getting this far, and there are a lot of, like, really smart things in this that I really like. But also, it's, like, weirdly hard to play. In a way I don't necessarily enjoy. Like, right here, I feel kind of lost because I don't know where to go. I think I go this direction. Like, I just tried to spin dash there. That didn't really work. Even though I think that's how you spin dash. You duck and... Okay, yeah. Controls just don't work the way I expect them to. Okay, so I duck. I press square. I hold the square to charge up. And then I release. Just could be a little more intuitive. Also, this is kind of an annoying song to hear on loop for minutes and minutes and minutes at a time. I think last time I played, this was about as far as I got. Because getting through these upcoming sections here with the weird wall run system, yeah, and things like that keep happening. And there's no checkpoints, which is a big problem. Also keep wishing that there was a drop dash. It's kind of what that game we just came from had. Like, the drop dash feels really good in 3D. Okay, this is the way I want to go, right? Like, I could have drop dashed right there and it would have been great. Janky wall run. Like, you could say, oh, you know, well, yeah, see, things like that keep happening. So we're not going to play that. You just say, oh, you know, it's Dreams. You know, Dreams is janky. But at the same time, you know, we just came from a game that looked and played, like, pretty well, I'd say. Not, like, perfectly, but good enough. This needs like a history function, where I could just find the games I played yesterday. This is a really, like, surprisingly cool first-person shooter. I found Hut Sonic again. I couldn't find it in the Dreams, like, system itself. Like, if you just search for Hut Sonic, it doesn't show up in the search. What you have to do is look it up on Google, and there's a Dreams website. Here, I'll just paste it in the chat. Where's the chat? Oh no! If you click on that and log in with your, I don't know, your PSN ID or something, if you click play now, Dreams won't load the game up, but if you click play later, it gets added to a queue that you can then pick up and play whenever you want. I suppose the fact that you can't click play now and have it work does suggest that I guess he took it off or it got deleted or something, but it's still playable. You just gotta know how to figure it out. Anyway, this is Corrupt Momentum, and this is probably what I would consider the best first-person shooter on Dreams. Now, admittedly, I've only played like 3, so, you know, I kind of a shallow pool to pull from here. But this is actually, like, legit impressive. Like, this is better than some games that are on Steam for like $5. And it's long too. It's like, there's like 30 minutes to an hour's worth of content in here. We're not gonna play the whole thing. I've already played and finished this. In fact, I tweeted about this. I tweeted a video of one of the last encounters after it introduces all of the enemy types. Also, I'm biased because I'm a sucker for, like, things that glow nicely. And this glows real nicely. Should probably open a window. It's getting hot in my bedroom. No, don't invert. Sensitivity. I don't know if it's remembering my progress or not. I think this is where I had it set. It was originally like way too high, but like there's mantling. There's like a melee execution system. I don't think we have it yet, but there is, like, you learn abilities over time. That wall run system feels pretty good. I don't think it feels quite as good as like Titanfall or something like that. But it feels good enough, you know? It feels better than Hut Sonic game did. Yeah, okay, so here's the dash system. Forward, right, backwards, left. You can dash twice. And that's it. That's our mechanics. I've been meaning to redo that Sonic Adventure tutorial video, but it's this weird thing where, like, you know, there's the big history section at the start, and if I was just rewriting the tutorial, you know, I just update it for all the new software. But, you know, there's more to that video than that, so I've never really been entirely sure how to handle that, which is why I haven't remade it yet. But it's definitely something I've thought about doing more than once. Now this claimed when I beat it that, okay, yeah, I have New Game Plus, I just have all the weapons. Normally you find all these guns over the course of just playing the game. But since I've already beaten it, I just have all the guns. Which is good. Because I prefer the laser rifle. I don't like how those guys jump around though. That's pretty annoying. I don't remember where we go to progress. Is it up there? It might be. Is through here? No. Over here? No, I don't think we go that way. Maybe we do. I think we go over here. And then we wall run? No. I might be overthinking this. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, we go over here. Wall run. And then somehow, yeah, I think I messed it up again. That's okay. We got this. Yeah, like that. The one thing I didn't like about this is that everything is kind of the same color. Enemies are the same color as the walls. The wall run sections are the same color as things you aren't supposed to wall run on. This game has a readability problem. Here's this guy. Suppose we'll play until the first loading zone. It shouldn't actually be that far away. Might be as soon as I kill this guy, really. Suppose I could show some of the other weapons, like this rocket launcher. Entirely sure what use the rocket launcher is supposed to be for. Because it doesn't, like, direct hits with this thing don't really seem to damage robots very much. But apparently I can use it to rocket jump, which is something. And then the pistol. The pistol is, weirdly enough, more like a sniper rifle weapon. I think it's supposed to function sort of like the Halo pistol does. Whoa, okay. Yeah, controls can be a little squirrely. Because you move so fast. Again, it's kind of like Titanfall in that way. I think that's the first loading zone. Yeah. So we'll stop there. I've already finished this game, but it is very good. And this creator, Intra Takeout, The game of his we played the other day was, what is it? By Dreams. Was this one, Dream Relentless. Which was, it's kind of like Corrupt Momentum that we just played, but a little bit worse, a little bit more basic. It's pretty, I would say pretty boring up until the end. The ending is actually really funny. And there's a part, I'm not going to spoil it here. I mean, you know, I streamed it yesterday, but there's a part at the end that is like genuinely, like if you've played a lot of Dreams, there's a moment in there that is pretty special, we'll say. Great, so now what? I don't know what to play now. That was like the highlights from yesterday. Oh, we could play the PT Demo or whatever. Let's try a different first-person shooter. Ooh, this one has aim-down sights. Feels a little slow and squirrely. Very slow, actually. Even sprinting here, I feel incredibly slow. I'm also not a huge fan of the screen shake, and there's no way to turn it off. There's a game we played yesterday that let you turn the screen shake off. That was nice. The way my arm freaks out when I jump. That's real cool. So this is popular, huh? I mean, the visuals are pretty incredible. Like, don't get me wrong. But this feels slow and weird. Was there a sensitivity option? There was not. Do I have any other guns? I do not. Oh, motion control, huh? Okay. That's a little more interesting, actually. Suddenly, I'm on board. Even though I don't usually like motion controls in games. But like the motion controls in Dreams are is surprisingly good. I deleted that, man. Oh, I bet this was intended for VR, huh? Right? Well, it doesn't say. But it feels like the sort of thing that was probably meant for VR. I'm about to die. And I died. Well, that's that. I'm not playing any further than that. I'm gonna open a window. So just give me a sec. The PS4 can really put out some heat when it wants to. I would like to apologize in advance if you hear anything weird out my window. I live in a fairly busy apartment complex. Well, it doesn't say anything about VR, but it certainly feels like, well, actually no, it says TV only, so It was not intended for VR. Yeah, let's find out what this is. I mentioned this yesterday, but nobody could hear me. I should probably, like, try and do some more digging. Because I'm sure, like, everyone has played this kind of stuff. Because this is, like, the featured content, right? If you own Dreams or you've watched Dreams streams in any capacity, you've probably already seen a lot of this stuff. But I haven't. So it is new to me. That is a very nice looking planet. This is a very cute old man. My controls. Multi-jumps, high jumps, long jumps. So Mario controls, basically. Literally, Mario controls. Like right down to the way the triple jump works, it is Mario. You know what, that's fine. Like, Mario is a good standard to strive for, right? If you're making a platformer and somebody says your platformer controls like Mario, that's kind of a compliment. Or it should be taken as a compliment. He is a little floaty, though. Say that. He does the high jump. It is extreme. Like, Mario does not float that much. And unlike Mario, there is no way to, like, rotate around on a rope or anything. Also, the vibe I'm getting from this, like, it more than just Mario, is like artsy Mario, right? You have this slow, artistic music. And this thing. Now he's going to fly us to that beautiful moon in the background, I bet. Now, is there swimming controls? I'm willing to bet there is, but... Okay. Very blue water. Can I go under it? Doesn't look like it. What is this? Okay, tick-tock. What's the clock for? jump over the neat scripted event? I guess I must have. This is cute. Okay, sure. I think that spider touched me to death. Is this going to turn into another spider? This, like, flaming turd? No? Okay. Just make a leap of faith? Kind of seems like what they're trying to make me do here. Let's do it. This doesn't control too terribly. I kind of like it. Maybe a little too artsy, but you know, it's got its own mood, it's got its own tone. Gotta shock all these turd spiders, I guess. I like the laugh that they make when they spawn. That's pretty good. Whoa! Intense. Acquire the artifact. Was that it? That was not it. Oh geez, I can blink now. Cheers, love, the cavalry's here. Almost fell off. Oh, that's actually, like, legitimately clever. I am into that big time. Less into that, though. I should go over this way. Okay, well, where do I go from here? Just go straight up and there's boards up there. Got it. Presumably. There's a switch here, but also... Aha! That's cool looking. And away we go. Hello. I don't know why I'm worrying about coughing into the microphone. I have a microphone mute hotkey where I can just do this. Hopefully you can still hear me, even though I just coughed. Yes, okay, that works. For a brief moment, I got worried that I coughed very loudly directly into the microphone, but... Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, now we're a twin-stick shooter, huh? Okay. Oh, man. Okay, maybe this game is awesome. I can use both at the same time. Okay. Do I do anything here? Oh, I can still long jump and everything? Okay. Oh, yeah, actually. Oh, yeah. Bring on the wizard metal. Oh, okay. Clipping in OBS. We played one of my favorite dreams just before this one, actually. Corrupted Momentum, first-person shooter. I haven't had dreams that long, so like my list of favorites isn't super comprehensive or anything like that. I'm still kind of exploring the store for the first time. Oh, well, like, yeah, I should, like, give the whole setup that I gave yesterday that didn't get recorded because of my microphone problems. Yesterday I streamed Dreams on Discord to a friend for, like, 2 hours. And they went to bed. This was yesterday, of course. I thought, well, you know, I can't just play Dreams by myself. This kind of feels like a game that... It's not even a game, it's a service, basically. But it demands an audience, right? It's pretty loud. Okay. It was pretty loud yesterday, too, and I turned it down quite a bit. Like, it shouldn't actually be that loud. If I go into the Elgato settings, it's down, like, to 71%, so it should actually be pretty low. I don't know why it gets to be so loud. Anyway, I turned it down. But, you know, this is something that feels like it really needs an audience. You know, if I'm going to be exploring Dreams, I should be exploring it in a setting where other people can watch. Because there's just so much to see, and just, I don't know, it just feels like that kind of thing. I don't know if I'll always stream every time I play Dreams, But at least for now, for today, because actually I'm going to the dentist tomorrow, and there's a very real possibility that I will be unable to speak comfortably for, we'll say, like a week or two. But I also don't entirely know if that's true or not. It may be that I just go in tomorrow and all they do is x-rays, but I'm probably having a dental procedure done to me sometime soon. Hey, buddy. Like, this is even doing like 2.5D properly. I'm not actually turning here. The camera itself is rotating. That's impressive. I'm surprised Dreams can do that. Because there were 2D sections earlier, and I still had 3D control. But this is like proper side-scrolling now. This is like really cool. And I guess we're just playing the whole thing. I've actually been skipping around quite a bit tonight. But I assume we're probably nearing the end of whatever this is. Speedrun. I don't know if I skipped like a story thing down there or what, but... Oh, that's cool. This is legitimately impressive. The thought I keep having time and time again with this stuff is like, some of this is more impressive than games I would pay money for. Which I suppose might like actually be a problem with Dreams. A few days after I got this game for Christmas, there was, I don't know, it's like an article or something going around that like, I guess the user base on Dreams isn't taking off quite like they expected. And I think it's because it might be right on that cusp where like, you know, if you're gonna make a game like this, you could charge $7 for it instead of just putting it out for free. But then again, you know, you look at like itch.io and there's a bunch of free games on there that are probably at least this quality. It even reacts when you shock it. That's impressive. Gosh. What a cool game. Oh, here we go. We go. Do I get to choose like brave mode? Like what's going on here? Is Princess Peach gonna bake me a cake? Oh yeah? Okay. Guess We're embracing the void. Can I... People make this stuff on their consoles, like entirely on their consoles. There is no PC client for Dreams. Everything you see here was made on a controller. There are ways to like make it easier. As I understand, the PlayStation Move controller is supported for Dreams, and that, you know, makes doing artwork and things like that a lot easier because it's much closer to like having a mouse. Like this is motion controlled, right? Like I could, in theory, if I had like a paintbrush, I could, you know, paint things. And if I had, you know, PlayStation Move wands, you know, now I have 2 of those and I can, you know, pinch to zoom and things like that. But, you know, this is all done on a controller. My understanding is that the only things you can import from outside of Dreams is sound effects, you know, music, voice clips, things like that. That's how you get things like this Sonic Adventure Dreams Edition thing that has, you know, Ryan Drummond voice clips. Is that you can just like throw a WAV file or an OGG file on like a USB stick and import it into the game. This was a fun one. I played for a friend. Have I made a game for Dreams? Not yet. A little bit too early in the process for that. I'm still exploring what other people are doing. But I definitely plan to mess around with it a little bit. Seeing things like this game, right here, this Tectonic game, gets me very interested in what kind of possibilities I could accomplish in Dreams. Because I've had an itch to make a racing game for quite a while, and this one actually plays pretty well. And it doesn't look too bad either. The city's a little empty, but you know, again, it's Dreams. Like you can crash into things and they have physics. And there's a twist coming up that you'll be able to see. It's actually really cool. There's another thing that makes me think, you know, what could I do in Dreams? Because, you know, I've done stuff in like Fortnite's creative mode. I own Gary's mod. And those are like fun toys to play around with. And some people have made games in those. Famously, GM Tower became its own indie game called Tower Unite. But this feels like this might be a little more my speed. But again, I haven't dug into any of the tools yet, so I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, here's an earthquake. Like at the same time, if I fought with Fortnite's creative mode and made something in that, I could probably figure this out. Like if you can do like super impressive stuff like this, me wonder what else is possible. And like, unlike say, whoops, I took my hand off the left stick to scratch my head. Unlike say Super Mario Maker or whatever, where, you know, you play people's levels and usually they're kind of locked down. You can't really, well, you can kind of edit someone else's Super Mario Maker level, but this, like, you know, Dreams isn't just something where you play games. All these assets, like, if we, there's a credit sequence at the end of this, I think, that shows all the people that contributed to it. People are just out there making things for Dreams, not necessarily games. They are making like car models, city building models, you know, just generating assets for other people to use. So I don't necessarily need to know how to make a car to make a driving game in Dreams. Like here, we're gonna, you see, game by the Sandero brothers. One of them did car physics, the other one did UI. It lists the music credits, shows all their testers. If we back out, there is view. We can see where everything came from. Well, no. This shows this, well, maybe. Go in here. There is a way to like break everything down and see the individual parts. I just don't know how to do that from here. I think I have to exit the creation first. Maybe there is a way you can block people from seeing all of your individual parts. Full credits? Okay, here we go. Uses creations by, and look at how big this list goes. Like, it just goes, well, okay, that's not as big as I thought it was. There was another one I played yesterday when my microphone was all a mess, where it was just like a list of like 400 people. And it was crazy. But we can back out. Again, I haven't dug like super deep into Dreams, so I guess I don't know where to find that. But there is a way to see like just individual parts. Like, actually, if we just search. Because this will just find everything. Oh, what do we search for? We'll search for Fortnite. Even though this is giving us games, we scroll far enough, we should start just getting assets. Or we could just change the filter settings. How do we change the filter settings? Oh my gosh. Okay, here we are. This is just, these are individual assets. So like, this is just a shotgun. This, what? What? Well, that's just a shotgun, and this is Crash Bandicoot. That's a weird way to show off your shotgun, dude. I'm kind of into it, though. Thanks, Crash. Whoops. Wasn't I? I was probably looking at the filter settings. I don't know. Dreams is a complex beast. Let's just put it that way. Like, even now, I don't... What am I doing? Show me games? Single player? What's Fortnite versus Family Guy? I bet this is hilarious. Yeah, okay, yep, is this it? Is this... This right here, this is the power of dreams. Where you get the default dance music looping forever, and Jonesy shoots Peter Griffin outside of McDonald's. And also Brian is here, and he's 200 feet tall. Okay, that music's gonna drive me insane. Like, there's some things that I'm just not going to click on because I'm sure that there is, like, you know, content settings in Dreams trying to make sure things are appropriate. But also, you never know. Also, we have to be careful. That was probably a copyrighted song. Well, this is just that thing that I was playing earlier, but this is like a different level. This is that Sonic Adventure Dreams Edition engine. What is that? Okay. Cool. Thanks. Is there like a bounce attack? There it is. But sometimes it's a stomp attack. We'll jump up here and see if we can't get a better look at our boy. Controls are a little heavy. Yeah. Oh. So it's like a kaiju battle, huh? I'm picking up these rings, but it's not incrementing the ring counter. Okay, well, that's apparently all it is. Sonic wanted to fight in a field. I don't think I've seen that. But also, that is like the fourth Sonic thing I've ever seen on Dreams. What is going on with this? Weird. So let's do something that I've liked to watch Vine Sauce do. Which is... I don't actually know how to do it. Just letting the auto dream surfing take me where it will. Can I... No. I know I can do auto dream surfing when I search, but I just want to do, like... Isn't there, like, new and popular or something that I can just say, hey, show me whatever. Auto surf, there it is. So we'll do the action section. This looks like Talking Tom. Now, Talking Tom, a thing I've only heard of by name. Is this just going to be that thing where it shows me, like, intro segments, but it never actually gets to the games?
To Artist, we regret to inform you, yet again, that we will not be displaying your art in our museum. We also respectfully request yet again, that you stop inquiring. Your art is simply not a good fit for us, and we are not comfortable with the hostile tone your communications have taken. Enclosed are the phone numbers of a qualified ophthalmologist and a well-reputed anger management counselor. We suggest you use them. Sincerely, Museum Director.
The other thing that really impresses me about Dreams is the lighting engine, right? That's probably just going to skip to something else, and we're not going to get to see the end of that story. Oh, I guess we will. Huh. Whenever Vinny would do this, it would always just show him like all these intro screens. And it would never actually like complete a game. They might have fixed that. The bat of smashing, eh? So is this just Overbite? Is this my game? Wait a minute.
Hier, das ist doch immer mein Kunstgegenstand.
Ha! I mean, technically Overbite had more to it than just smashing stuff.
Hey, quit it. That is totally uncool.
Is he still behind me? He is not. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is great. Yeah, I really like this. Oh, look at that.
Your knees and turn around, scumbag. Put away that bat, sir.
Yeah, I've already put away the bat, dude. But just because I put it away doesn't mean I'm not gonna smash everything else. Boys only, eh? What's this? Almost sounds like they're playing along with the music, but I don't think that's the case. Gosh, this is cool. Oh, I think I got caught. Oh, no. Yeah, this game's awesome. I want to replay that. Again, we've hit a game that, like, this could be sold on Steam for like 5 or 10, something like that. And it would probably do okay. Okay, so I have 3 minutes. I guess the thing is, I gotta prioritize what I smash. Gosh, I love this.
Hand over the bat at once, and I will escort you to the security office.
No, I don't think you will. I have a lot of things that are still left to smash. That. Definitely this guy.
Das hier, dieser Mann ist ganz offensichtlich.
That guy. Like, you know, like, all these voices are probably other Dreams creators. Other Dreams creators probably made all these models.
On your knees and turn around, scumbag. Don't get away.
That looks like Armstrong from
Put away that bat, sir. Jim.
Jiminy Cricket. Whoa! Speedrun strats.
Easy up. Was war das denn?
Oh, I see the timer down at the bottom now. I missed that at first. Like, what a great music choice to use Fall of the Mountain King. Like, come on.
Totally calling my super.
30 seconds.
You're currently
Bonk. Gosh, the light bloom in there is pretty intense.
Was macht denn der da mit dem Baseball?
I think that's about it. Like, oh, there was stuff in there. $100 million. That's pretty good. Yeah, that game's awesome. Super great job, human. Oh, wait, I should have... Can I go back? Skip. I wanted to thumbs up that game. I don't even remember what it was called now. It was like The Angry Artist or something? I'll have to check the stream VOD. Man, look at this. I like that it's holding my imp in its hand. That's really cool. Oh, it's Astrobot. I see. Okay, so hang on. Anything that's blue, I can possess. Pushing the button on his butt, and it's not doing anything. Wait, I can just do this and move around at the same time? Oh. Okay, this is actually brilliant. I can detach my little guy, hop over here, get him to turn around somehow. It's funny though, like, in any other context, I'd probably hate this. But because it's in dreams, it's like, oh, this is clever. Like, if you tried to sell me a game like this, I'd probably be like, nobody wants to play this. Well, like, even that's a little bit unfair, because it is basically just like Super Mario Galaxy, right? But instead of the Luma pointer, you are your dreams imp, and you're playing as this little, you know, not quite Astrobot kind of dude. Buddy, what's up? Do anything with you? Yes. Okay, sorry. I'll be on my way. What about this? I cannot grab the tree. Something to keep in mind. I really like the retro computer aesthetic of this. All these microchips, and you press the F5 key to save your game. And then you have like literal CD-ROM disc trays. This is clever as all get out. This is adorable. In fact, before it passes us by, I'm giving it a thumbs up so that it's in my likes wherever those live. That was like the good thing that like Super Mario Maker did, right? Is after you finished something, it would say, did you like this? This just moves you on to the next game, like, automatically. Which, you know, that's fine. But also, I'd like for a chance. Like, even that's cute. Like, oh my gosh. Look at this giant power plug. I had a feeling there'd be something down here. No, that was... I guess, like, technically, I don't need to keep my imp next to me. He can just float out here on his own. Oops. Well, I think those stay collected, so it's not really that big of a deal. I got it. I mean, it'll probably say, you know, you died XYZ number of times, but we can live without that. What's down here? Nothing important. What is over here? Something that probably needs a... well, I did get the disc that was over there. We'll go that way anyway. We'll see what's over here. speakers. I think that just made the music louder. I can't move. Like, I can't move. Did it glitch? Sir? Johnny 5? Okay, I guess when you push the button on those speakers, you just kind of get stuck on them. And like, it's not specific, it's not like obvious that you have to push the button again to get control back of your little robot guy. Oops. Art therapy. Okay, thank you. Okay, this seems precarious as heck. Can you tell when my controller vibrates because my imp vibrates? Okay. We might not get this. Misspelled indeciphering, but that's okay. I'm not picky. You do you. Oh, come on. Because I touched it from the side, it crumbled. We might do like 3 more attempts of this, and if I can't get it, then we'll move on. Okay, so... I've played a video game before. Okay, and what is this doing? Got it. It's just kind of hard to see where I was. How much do you want to bet I need to take this with me? Not over there, I don't think, but take it with me somewhere else, like through here, before the door closes. What's that? Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Again, I have played video games before. And this should be pretty easy. Even not really knowing what was happening, I still almost made it over there before the door closed, so this shouldn't really be that difficult. think down there is where I came in, right? Yes, thank you. I know how to recenter my amp. I don't need to. Because at any time I can just zoop back to my guy's little hand. Such just a nice, clever little game. Wait a minute. I definitely pushed the button there to hover, and he didn't hover. Happen again. There must be like a meter or something that I'm not paying attention to. Because it sure seems like that doesn't charge up all the time. Like, see it happen again. A weird edge case where your hover doesn't trigger, like you've run out of meter or something. Hello. It just happened again. Like, this doesn't feel like a failure of dreams. This feels like a game mechanic that I'm not quite connecting with. Like I said, it's like there's a meter somewhere that I can't see. And it's not registering me as touching the floor or something. Making sure. Like there's nothing on his face that says he's running out of juice. It's just straight up turning off my hover at that point. Understand why it's doing that. Very strange. Maybe I'm supposed to do something with this guy, or maybe with the plug over there? This guy, maybe? I'm pushing the button on his butt and it's not working. Come on, this might soft lock the game, because I might not need, or I'm not supposed to use the plug there. I will say I just noticed the tick-tock clock sound. It's not tick-tock clock like the Mario 64 level, but there is like a tick-tock sound when you open the DVD drive trays or CD-ROM trays or whatever. Yeah, this part is sort of like spoiling my enjoyment of this kind of a lot. Because I can't pick this guy up. I can only turn him off. And even then, like, turning these guys off isn't easy. Like, I'm mashing the button right now to hit this guy's button, and he's not turning off. Even though I have my imp right on the blue button. This is getting to be kind of annoying. But do you hear that ticking sound? Yeah. Very faint, but it's there. Well, that time that was just on me. I didn't wait until my feet touched the floor before I tried to hover again. Like, I can't push this guy, I can't grab him. The only thing I can push or grab or pull or whatever is this plug. But I also don't really get depth control very well. Very weird. I'm like, what's the puzzle supposed to be here? Because that definitely is not going to last long enough to carry me over this. But it works there. That's weird. For the rest of this game, I'm going to be freaking out about whether or not my hover is going to trigger or not. Activated that way too soon. Well, that looks like the end of the game down there. Yep. Nope. Multitasking a little bit too much. Once again, it failed. I held the controller up like you guys could see that I was pushing the button. But I don't have my camera turned on, so... Yeah, nope, yep. This is a really cool game, except for this one part where the hover doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, it doesn't make sense why it doesn't work. Like, it's working now. If I stand on this, it's working, it's working. It's working now for some reason. Does it say something in the controls. It just says this. Like, it doesn't even say I can hover here. I guess I'll just skip that floppy disk. If we're at the end of the game anyway, I don't even... Well, I have a little more than half. And it looks like I can just write this all the way down like this. Oh, no. I do have to be quick, I guess. Yeah, I'm scared too, buddy. Also like how the music is dynamic. Like, it doesn't just fade out. Like, this music is programmed as part of, like, the game tech. Oh boy. I guess this is the other annoying part, where those crumbling blocks will start to crumble even if you touch them from the side. Fix those two bugs, and this would be like 10 out of 10, probably like my favorite thing on Dreams so far. I was hoping I could do it like that, but I guess not. Can't see. Careful not to touch these from the side. Keep a safe distance. Because that looks like a leaderboard icon to me. I cannot grab that. Okay, so what do you have to say, my dude? Good job, human. F+, it would be a lot higher if your mechanics were just a little more consistent. That's a very good game. But it is not perfect.
Blade Gunner.
Oh, I've seen this around. On like the forever popular lists or whatever. Gosh, I love a good menu system. Boost, bomb, shoot, and move. So this is a twin stick shooter. Do normal. Is this Resogun? This is Resogun, right? I've never played Resogun. I don't know if it's Resogun. I think Resogun is something else. But there was a game by the Resogun developers for like the PlayStation 3. People were like, oh, it's the PlayStation 3's Geometry Wars. And it looked like this. I don't think I boosted into an enemy or anything like that. Or like touched an enemy out of boost, I guess I should say. Oh, those guys are mean. Was that it? Did we just move on to the next dream already? No, okay. Good. That's a lot to increase one-ups. That's a lot to increase these in general. Oh my gosh. That is pretty cool. We'll give that a thumbs up. Next game, please. I've seen this around too. It was one of those things where when I saw it to begin with, I was like, you know, that can't be very good, right? Dreams can't do an RPG justice. But already, I'm kind of liking the way this looks. There's almost like an action figure quality to these guys, right? With the way their joints are. Tristana, I'm not reading all this, but... Oh, look at that guy's hair. I don't know if you can really do that with a shield, my dude. It seems it would be difficult and unintuitive. But maybe that's why he's doing it. Okay, impress me with an RPG. And impress me with cinematics, apparently. Are we gonna get voice acting? We are not going to get voice acting. I don't think I'm in the mood to read this to you. You'll just have to read it for yourself. Like their fingers are segmented. I really do enjoy that. And like that's a deliberate stylistic choice, you know? So I'm guessing we're stealing things. The thief is eager, and the knight is like, no, no thanks. High single target damage. He has high defense and high health, but low attack with that giant sword? We'll be the rogue. Or the thief, I guess. Wow, look at this. That's actually like a really good animation cycle. Holy crap. Again, this just looks like a video game. I mean, you can kind of tell it sort of has that Dreams look to it, but also, like, a video game could just look like this. This could just be a visual style. It doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, this is what Dreams looks like. Yes, can I back out of this? Food and water skin? So the implication from that is that if I get one guy killed, I have to switch to another party member. Or maybe there will be specific parts in the story where I have to switch? Because it makes it sound like I have to be careful about what I spend on who. Okay. Wow. Video games, huh? So it's a good thing that I picked the sneaky guy. Hopefully you can't hear the people speaking outside my window very loudly. Gentlemen. Voices could be a little better. These pained grunts don't sound great. I mean, they're fine, but very much just a guy going, Gentlemen? Okay, well, bye. You still chasing me? No. I'm an invisible ghost. You can't see me because I'm sneaking. Well, nuts to that, I guess. But I am also very fast, so goodbye. Can I open that? I can open that. Neat. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm starting to get how this game functions. Like, they weren't kidding when they said that your energy recharges slowly. Like, this isn't just a case where a stamina meter slowly charges itself up. Like, you really have to go through the effort of avoiding combat. because it takes a while for your bar to go back up. I bet you can't jump. Oh, well, maybe you can. How easily can I just run past every encounter in this because I'm a fast ninja boy? The answer is quite easily. And yeah, this art style does kind of help with violence ratings and stuff, but you can still make some pretty nasty stuff in this. I played through a horror game yesterday that was very bizarre, and I'll probably never find it again. Because it was in someone else's like top 100 list, and it was buried in like some subgenre. It was all in Japanese. It was very weird. But you were like this girl in a kirigumi, like a lizard kind of pajamas, and you were in this school and it was all bloody and it was like swallowed up by a monster. It was very weird. There must be a history list in here somewhere, but I've never seen it. But also, I haven't played enough of Dreams to really know every single menu in this thing, so... Well, since we don't need to sneak around anymore, maybe we'll be the sorceress lady. So what's her deal? Looks like she can just do that and it doesn't take stamina. Probably just casting time. Well, that took stamina. That's a good sign. But her basic attack just is free, it looks like. So that's good. I like that. I'm okay with that. Well, I hit the controls button, but... Because actually, I should see what her other stuff does without, just mashing the button and seeing what happens and wasting my bar. What does she got? Fireball, Ice Wall. The Eldritch Firebolt is the one that doesn't seem to cost anything. Everything else seems to come with a cost. Oh, there is a run button. Okay. So I run like this. That's weird. Doesn't seem to be doing anything, but maybe it's only when I have my weapon out. I don't know. Well, time to grab the crown and certainly nothing will go wrong. Oh no! It's the strong bad. as monsters go, that's pretty cool. That's a kind of a cool look. Yeah. The Sonic fan game problem. Here's the coolest moment, and it's done. That's all you get. You know what, though? Sure. I guess we'll back out of dream surfing. Try and see if I can find a history. Oh, it just says right here. Give that guy a thumbs up. So maybe if we go all the way up to my preferences. No. Somewhere there's like a preferences. Dreams by people I follow. I could search there. What happens if I just hit start? There's my preferences. Display, screen shake, motion blur. Tell you what do we about we turn on higher frame rate? Because like I'm on an old TV. Like, this TV is from like 2014. It only goes up to 1080p. I don't need this thing trying to render at 4K. That might even help with latency. Subtitles always show subtitles, yes. Social. I might have a history thing on indreams.me. Let's check that. Go to my profile. I've played 200 different creations? I don't think that's true. Though it probably counts like every individual segment as a different dream. So, screenshots I've saved, comments I've left. Is it under tools? Activity. People are sharing content with me. That's weird. Yeah, there does not appear to be like a history thing. That's very strange. Hang on a minute. Yeah, even just searching Dreams history function, it's not giving me anything. It just gives me a bunch of reviews. That is weird. Like this, following, followers, friends, tags, sorting and filtering. Maybe if I scroll around, it'll come up. Action packed pics, awesome accessibility. Escape rooms, coming soon, community jams. Because this might be like a Netflix sort of thing. Or what you really want is at the bottom of a very long list. Like right here. Here, I've been scrolling for how long and only just now is it showing me? Dreams I thumbed up. So this is just like a Netflix thing. This... this... I was laughing about this last night, but again, nobody could hear me. This Open Mikey Night thing is one joke, but it is an incredible joke, and they commit to the bit fully. I'm not going to do it here on stream because it takes like a while, and I think it would drive you insane. But if you have dreams, look up Open Mikey Night. And then this, like, oh my gosh, this. I think this might be by the same person who did that horror game. I'll have to check. But this is just Tetris. Like, you can hold pieces, you can quick drop. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. The controls are a little bit laggy, but otherwise this is just Tetris. Tetris with your imp on screen constantly. It'd be nice if I could, like, get him off the screen somehow. Like, it's not quite as responsive as, like, Arika's Tetris games. Like, this isn't Tetris 99 or anything like that, but this is very playable. Like, in keeping with the theme of what I've been talking about tonight, there have been paid versions of Tetris that play worse than this. Official Tetris products that play worse than this. Once you turn the music on, you can't turn it off. Whoops. I could just sit here and play Tetris for a little while. Make everybody mad because I'm not playing it the way they would play Tetris. There are a few things more infuriating than watching someone else play a puzzle game. Problem is, like, this is slow enough that I can't just sit here and play this. Like, if I sat here and I just completed a game of Tetris, we'd be sitting here for like a half an hour. I don't mean complete it as in, like, I beat the game. Like, I mean the response time for this is just slow enough where it would take a really long time to make any meaningful progress. But still, like, this is so impressive. Like, this was the first thing I saw yesterday where I was like, wow, I think anything is possible in dreams. Because, like, you know, I'm moving the controller to gesture here. I grew up making games in ClickTeam Fusion, right? And Tetris clones are possible in ClickTeam Fusion, but as far as, like, understanding the logic of how that works, it's weird and complex in a way that, I don't know, it's hard to do Tetris in ClickTeam Fusion. I think that's what I feel. That's my personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, you know? Because there's a lot of things I haven't attempted to do in ClickTeam Fusion. But There's a point in there somewhere that I was trying to make. But I've got Tetris brain right now. I'm thinking too hard about dropping blocks. We should move on. I'm just having fun. How about we get like a proper Tetris? Build up to the correct amount of lines required. And see what that effect looks like, if there even is one. Do it. Wait a minute, I think I messed up. Anyway, here's our Tetris. It is the exact same effect. Normally, there's like a fun sound or something that plays. Famously, Tetris on the Game Boy does like this weird like ree-roo sound when you get a Tetris. Anyway, Tetris. Catch it. It's fun. This is still... Oh, here's recently played. Here we go. Yeah, it is just like a Netflix thing. It's all the way down at the bottom of the list. Where's that horror game I played yesterday? Gosh, so many weird games. Here it is. Insane the Hell. Where's my chat tab? Right here. Now, there is one unfortunate thing about this horror game. This is just a demo, and I mentioned the Sonic fan game syndrome of ending right before it gets interesting. Well, that should give you a hint of what this is. There is supposed to be like a first-person camera. I don't remember how to get to it. I thought there was also like a jump that I can't do all of a sudden. Maybe there's like a tutorial thing that I completely ran by. Oh, there we go. That's how you do first person. Yeah, tap on the touchpad. But you can see, like, you can make, like, very gross, weird-looking stuff, even with the strange art style. And this is short enough that I guess I could play through it all again. Here's this lovely guy, this Tanuki, with a problem growing out of him. I love how the way his fur looks. He looks like genuinely fuzzy. It's got like a fur shader on him or something. And it gives you these that you can hide in. But, spoilers, this demo doesn't contain any monsters that chase you. Like, you get like this big gross environment. All this blood, all this gushing water. Spooky atmosphere everywhere. Very much like Japanese horror. And they tell you, you know, there's like a tutorial about what to do when you're being chased. And you think, oh, you know, it's scary. There's going to be a monster. Maybe it's going to be that thing. Like, what's up with this? Well, I've seen other stuff with, like, the joints. Well, that's weird. I think it's also just, it's technically easier to do it that way. You know, it's kind of like an old PS1 game in that sense. Now, see, I really like this. Like, non-Euclidean geometry, right? That's like such a horror thing, but I don't know how they do this. If Dreams has like a portal system that you can mess with. But like, you know, we have this big open room, we have this door, we can see where the door goes. And then you come over here and you open the door, and it's a different dimension. And it's all goopy and scary, and there's all these teeth everywhere. And there's like meaty something. It's really gross. There's big pools of blood, and it's all wet and gross, and we're just this little girl in a lizard jacket. Here's our inventory screen, which I already didn't pay attention to. There we go. But like, look at all this stuff. We got like a map system. There's a clock. We can save our game. We can view an inventory. That's how long we've been playing the game. There's the controls. There's all these settings. And like, we're basically at the end of the demo right here. Like, this is almost the end of the game. Or the end of what's available. Whoops. This takes us back here. We've already been here. Here's the locker we just hid in like 5 minutes ago. Light switch. I think we open this door. Or we open something very soon. And look at the floor. Look at that effect. That's like actually really cool. It's also kind of disorienting in a weird way. But I guess that's kind of the point. Here's a book we can't read. I think this is the end of the demo. And it's like, you know, I played this on stream last night when my audio was all messed up, and I was like all excited to see, you know, a horror thing, see what happened. And then it just ends in a demo. And yeah, this was the Tetris guy. I think this is new. I don't think this was here last night. Because he or she, I guess I don't know, is actually making a new game. Actually, if we go in here and we sort just by Just Dreams, that looks like The Witness. He made Tetris, he's this picturesque illusion thing, a 2D platformer. But he or she or they are also doing a game that's like Catherine. And when I played last night, it was just like an engine test. You know, it was like a developer environment. But it looks like there's actually a level now. Just since last night. Like, this is actually starting to become a game. Edge. That's actually like really awesome that there's like a game here now when just not even 12 hours ago there wasn't a game here. This was just a developer test level. This is still a problem, trying to slide across different like platforms. Sometimes the controls reverse in a weird way. But now, how do I get up there? This. This seems a little bit more forgiving than Catherine did. I say as I've probably just now soft-locked the game. Because I can't... Right? Now I'm really boned. Because I can't... Right? Now I'm definitely screwed. So let's try that again. So it'd be nice with music, I'll say that. But who knows, maybe I'll come back tomorrow and there will be music here, you know? Kind of what this feels like. Up here, pull this down. Did I just screw myself again? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, it looks like I did. Oh, that's not this. Pull this out, pull this out. Okay, so how do we do this? Suppose... Oops. Yeah, the controls are just a little weird. Yeah, I can't do that. I don't want to push it out. What if... Like, surely this isn't gonna work, right? Right. Did I just soft lock the game? I think I just soft locked the game. There it goes. Yeah, I soft locked the game. Anyway, this is clearly still in development. What else did I play on stream last night that was interesting? Drop Momentum, Dreamiverse Dash, which is something that's included. This dumb thing. Someone trying to make a open world survival RPG in Dreams, and it just doesn't... I don't think Dreams has the power to do that. Like earlier I said I think anything can be done in Dreams. I don't think that can be done in Dreams. This is even dumber. This is extremely stupid. But maybe you'll enjoy it. The Batman Parable. It's like the Stanley Parable, but with Batman. I'm Batman. Don't go left. It's crime. Well, you know, now we have to go left. Oh no. It's a baby Batman. Batman's been naughty. That was so illegal. I'm Batman. Now, just don't tell Robin. Now, I've never gone back and seen if he said anything different when I went back to the baby. He doesn't. Well, I have to go tell Robin, dude. And that's it. Tremendously stupid. But in a way that I can kind of get behind. Some of these are just pictures, like these two. I mentioned the Jazzpunk fan game. Here it is, Cyberspy 1951B. It looks like Jazzpunk, but it's just not very funny, which is a bummer. This says Cyberpunk Intersection. It's supposed to be Night City. It says it will run poorly on PS4. I don't think that person actually owns a PS4. Because look at this. This runs really, like, pretty well. This isn't quite 60 frames per second, but it's above 30 at the very least. Like, I'd say that this is high 40s. And it's just this intersection. Like, there's an invisible wall here that should probably stop us at some point. I guess I technically never went this way, but that's our invisible wall. But it's just this little art piece, which, you know, is fine. I'm not like saying it's bad or anything. It's just, I think it's funny that it says it's for PS5 and that it will run poorly on PS4. Then again, I am on a PS4 Pro, so maybe base PS4 this runs like garbage. I guess I really can't say. Oh, dang it. What else is worth talking about? I mentioned this Dream Relentless game. That's from like one of the really good first-person shooter creators on Dreams. It's a little basic, but it has a very funny ending that I think is worth looking at. I'm not going to do it here because honestly the game is pretty boring, all things considered. But it's worth it to see the ending. What's up, Charcoals? This Apple Dude game, I played this last night when my microphone was all messed up. This really reminds me of something that I was making when I was a teenager. I haven't talked about it a ton, but I mention it here and there. Something called Onion Kid, or Onion Boy, actually, which was just like this. Like, this is just an apple with eyes and shoes and hands. And that's all Onion Boy was. It was just an onion with anime eyes, and he had a sword. And that's, you know, and this very much feels like something that was made by someone who is probably like 14, maybe 17. And it's amusing, but I'm not really a fan of the controls. Even now that I'm running with the high frame rate mode in Dreams, the controls still feel really laggy, but like the animation's all right. You know, the way his arms drift when he jumps looks good. He has these platforms figured out, even though this is clearly a 3D environment. Like, programming these platforms that you jump through can't be easy, because you're dealing in real 3D space. You know, that's impressive, but, you know, maybe he downloaded like a template for that or something. I don't know. I should neither be too harsh nor too, like, forgiving on this stuff, I guess. You know, it's a pretty basic platformer. This is the sort of thing where, like, if I was 17, I probably would have made like an Onion Boy game for Dreams, right? Because this seems like the perfect platform to make this kind of game with. And, like, you know, I'm the kind of guy who, I remember playing Xbox indie games, right? Like, I routinely looked at Xbox indies on the Xbox 360, and this was the kind of stuff that was on there all the time. Like, there's specifically a game called Applejack 1 and 2 that is just about an apple dude running around collecting other pieces of fruit. It's a little more involved than this is. It's a little more sophisticated. I think I actually bought Applejack 1 and 2 on Xbox Indies for like $2. I think it's on Steam now. It's pretty good. It's fun and weird in a way that I can appreciate. Collision detection there is kind of a little bit of a mess. I push all these buttons to lower that. Like, this is like a weird game design thing. Like, this elevator wasn't functional until I walked over there and I pressed that button. And there was like no indication that, you know, I had to come over here and push that button first. It would have been nice if it showed me the elevator turning on, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm not here to give a professional criticism of this Apple game. But also, it's kind of hard to turn that part of my brain off sometimes. This mystical ninja sounding soundtrack. Yeah, this is a problem I was having last night. The controls are just laggy enough that making this jump is incredibly difficult. It's one of those things where you kind of have to anticipate it before it happens. And these weird fans that push you away for some reason. Like, they are pushing me to the right or to the left, and I am holding right. Yeah, this part just straight up sucks. Like, the collision detection on this sand is all weird. And then, like, something I don't understand about this Apple guy, this is his moves. He has a move where he puts out his hands, and then he has a move where he does this. I don't really understand what these are meant to do. Looks like he wants to shake my hand, and then he's like, nope, no thanks, go away. Like, as far as I saw, you don't ever use those for anything. Get up here. Okay, this part is tricky. I do like that your enemies are just chattering teeth, that they make a chomp sound if they catch you. That's actually pretty cute and clever. this is the part I gave up on. Because it turns into a bad Crash Bandicoot game. Now you'd think you could move the analog stick to move your apple guy around. That's not true. This is a Sonic Unleashed quick step section where you have to use the triggers to move our guy. And you switch lanes. Which, like, makes sense, but then you get caught on stuff like that. And the controls are laggy enough that it becomes like a serious problem. But I actually passed it that time, so let's find out what's next. Because I've never seen this before. What is that? It's supposed to be like a slug or something? That's weird. It's weird that it's like keeping track of score and keeping track of collectibles, even though I haven't gotten like a score tally or a level end screen. It's honestly been like pretty diegetic, just kind of leading me from one area to the next, naturally. Well, now this makes me stop. If I push the hands up, he stops moving. That wasn't the case in the last level, I don't think. I don't know what that does. Can't really shake hands with false teeth. Again, whatever that's meant to be. Some kind of weird lava slug or something. That's cool. Like, to be perfectly honest, if we're like seriously talking about a game made by a 17-year-old, I mean, I don't know the age of the creator, maybe he's older than that. Like, I think back to the games I was making when I was 17. Corel, Click and Create, now Multimedia Fusion or Click Game Fusion or whatever you want to call it. Like, this is way better than the kinds of game I was making back then. Oh. Okay. Cool. How do you get into game development? I mean, I don't know. The options on how to make games today are so different from what I had growing up that I can't even begin to relate how you do it today. I know how I did it, and, you know, that's not really a logical step for anyone now, right? You know, if you're a teenager or even in your 20s or even 30s, really, you know, there's Unity, there's Unreal Engine, there's, what is it? Game Maker Pro, Construct 2. Those are all very powerful, easy game creation tools. There's, you know, hundreds of tutorials out there. I got started by learning real programming, in a sense, I started teaching myself GW Basic in DOS, and then graduated to learning TI Basic on my TI-82 graphing calculator. And like, I taught myself by hand. I did not look at a tutorial on how to, how to program or anything like that, because when I started learning how to make games, like, we didn't even have the internet. This was 1997, maybe even 1996, we're talking, Didn't have internet at the home, didn't have Windows. Did I just soft lock the game? It looks like I soft locked the game. What on earth am I looking at? Oh, it's a cutscene. But we didn't have Windows, we didn't have the internet at home. I was looking at a book to teach myself how to program, and a lot of the time, my mom did like a legal secretary course, and she ended up with a DOS-based computer and like a very basic GW Basic programming guide as part of that, as part of, being a secretary, some kind of computer literacy thing, I don't know. And as 15, 14 years old, I started reading that and trying to figure out how I could use that to make games. And then when I entered high school and they made me get a graphing calculator, a TI-82, friends would trade games on that thing. It was a graphing calculator, but it had you could program applications for it. And you'd get applications from friends, very basic games, things like that. And what I ended up doing there is that I ended up just looking at the source code and then looking at the instruction manual for the calculator, which listed all of the programming functions. And just by reading that and using my brain, I reverse engineered these games by hand and taught myself how to program that way. And I'm a bad programmer. Basic is a very simple programming language. It is nothing like real programming. That's kind of why it's called Basic, is because it's basic. But that was what got me started. That taught me basic programming logic, things like that. And after that, that's when I found ClickTeam Fusion, and I've kind of just been using some version of ClickTeam Fusion ever since. When I started, it was called Corel Click and Create. It was also called the Games Factory. It was also called Multimedia Fusion. I would not recommend using ClickTeam Fusion to make games right now. It has a lot of problems, a lot of very specific eccentricities to it that you really have to learn to work around. I think a lot of people would say that if you want to make 2D side-scrolling games, then Game Maker Pro is probably the way to go, or not even just Pro, just default Game Maker, which I think at this point is free to try. Unity is a very popular option, and like I said, there are hundreds of tutorials out there on how to get started making games in Unity. And there's just tons of resource packs and all kinds of other stuff. Unity is probably what you want. Since you don't have a very powerful laptop, then, I would say Game Maker is definitely probably the option for you there. Game Maker makes 2D side-scrolling games. And they can be pretty heavy on the CPU sometimes, but, it just all depends on how well you optimize your game. Game Maker's been around probably as long as ClickTeam Fusion has. Which is to say, I was making games with ClickTeam Fusion in 1998, so, it can make some heavy games with a lot of overhead that requires a modern CPU to run, but that it doesn't necessarily have to. It all depends on how well you scope your project, how complex your code gets. And most games, most 2D games don't actually require like that complex of a code. If you're talking about like, you know, a Sonic fan game or whatever where it's doing these really complex physics simulations, then yeah, that needs like a sort of modern CPU, because Click Team Fusion it could be better optimized, let's say. You know, that's kind of one of the problems with Click Team Fusion, is that it's not the most optimized thing in the world. What does toggle visuals do? But, you know, in terms of like Game Maker or whatever, Game Maker is, I think, supposed to be a little more optimized than Click Team Fusion. So if you have a low-end computer, that's probably a good idea to look into. And if Game Maker is too complex for you, you know, try out Construct 2. That also has a free demo out there. Well, this is a ball rolling game. There's a million of these on Steam and on itch.io, and here's one in Dreams, and it seems to work pretty well. I'd like a jump button, but beggars can't be choosers. If you don't know where to get started on how to make games, you know, technically I don't either. You know, I own Game Maker, but I've never actually, you know, opened Game Maker. I don't use Game Maker. It's one of those things where, because I've used Click Team Fusion for so long, I kind of know it inside and out. And I have more than a few friends that tell me I need to stop using Click Team Fusion, because it has so many annoying quirks that just aren't in something like Game Maker or Construct or what have you. So I don't like, I know there are tutorials out there. You're just gonna have to look for them yourself, unfortunately. I wish I could be a little bit more help in that regard, but you know, there are forums for Game Maker where I'm sure there are plenty of people that know where good tutorials are on how to get started. And the same thing with Construct, you know, there's YouTube videos out there, there's websites out there with tutorials on how to get started and things like that. You just kind of have to poke around on Google and see what you find. Which, I mean, technically that's how I learned Click Team Fusion, right? You just go into the community and you start asking around, you know, hey, how do I do this? Someone says, okay, here's how you do it. That's how you learn. Whoa, okay, this is interesting. I guess I'm kind of a sucker for a good ball rolling game, right? I loved Marble Blast Ultra on the Xbox 360. I wish that game was still around. I guess technically it has like a spiritual successor now. A game called Marble It Up by the same developers under like a different name. I will probably buy Marble It Up at some point. I think it's on my Steam wish list. I just don't like the name Marble It Up. Like, what is that? If I remember right, it's based on like an achievement name for Marble Blast Ultra, which is called Marble It Up. I don't think that's a good excuse for such a weird name. concentrate so I don't fall off. You never think so, but holding a conversation while you do something precarious. Get started with this or similar game-making games like WarioWare DIY. I mean, it's hard to say. I've made things in WarioWare DIY, or I made one thing. That is almost a little too simple. But, like, something like Super Mario Maker is more about level design than game programming. Like logic, you know? I mean, it can be about that. Because in Super Mario Maker, you know, there are people who set up these crazy, like, Rube Goldberg machines to do things in Mario Maker that Mario Maker wasn't designed to make. Like, someone made an RPG or something, right? Where it's this very abstracted sort of thing where technically you're still playing a 2D Mario level, but it's all sort of visualized in a weird way that evokes the feeling of like a first-person RPG in a sense, or like an adventure game. Those are the sort of things that are possible in Super Mario Maker. But I don't think that's really like understanding game logic. It's more like understanding how you break a physics engine. You know, that's programming is a little more book smart, whereas what I'm describing with Super Mario Maker is a little more street smart, if that makes any sense. It's still like, you know, a valuable thing to learn, but I don't know if it's necessarily analogous to game creation. That checkpoint's a little rough. Digging this music though. I guess my problem is I never really played super much around. Well, that's a weird sentence. I never played around much with WarioWare DIY. I made one game with it. It was a really stupid game. Kotaku was holding a contest or something to make a WarioWare DIY game. And I made a game where you left a comment on a Kotaku article and you got banned for it. And it was just a really simple thing where you tap the screen 3 times. It was just this image of a fake Kotaku article. I think it was about video game cakes or something, because there was a meme for a time where people were upset that they were posting articles about video game cakes because I guess they apparently did good numbers or something like that. So it was just a fake article about video game cakes, and you tap the screen 3 times to leave a comment that was something like, "Is this video games?" And then the final tap would be a message popping up that you got blocked. Or that you got banned or something like that. It was very petty and stupid. And in retrospect, I kind of regret it a little bit. Because, you know, everyone's got their hustle. Can't really be angry at Kotaku for posting about something that people want to read. That would have been one of those cases where having a jump button would have saved me. This is really basic, but I kind of like, I dig this. Like I'm chilling out to this. This is a mood, as the children would say. I am vibing. Soft sounds of rain and lo-fi hip-hop beats. Getting kind of hard though. Okay, so I need to go up high, but with the physics, it's a little tricky. Right? I need to hit it like more straight on and not do that. I can also stand and maybe be a little bit more delicate with my movements. But there's like this slope here, you can't really be that delicate about it. Thanks for coming around. Yeah, this control's pretty okay. The ball is a little bit light and whatever, you know, but it's responsive. It's very responsive, almost a little too responsive at times. But again, this would be like a game that, you know, I wouldn't mind paying like $3 or $5 for on Steam. Which is both like a blessing and a curse. Because I imagine that there are a lot of very talented people that would be interested in publishing things on Dreams, but won't. Because you can't sell things on Dreams. Oh, whoops. Well, that time I pushed the X button to make my ball jump, as if this was Marble Blast. And then I hit the button and nothing happened, and I went, oh right, this isn't Marble Blast. Aw, crap. Okay, whoosh. Slow down. Take it gently. Whoa, okay. That's not a wall. Jump. Ah! Now. Jump. Okay. Got a little bit of a funhouse slant here. Like if it didn't control well, I wouldn't really be able to do things like this. And you notice the moment I start talking, it's when I lose control. Start oversteering. So you have to be very delicate. Okay. Get into my Bob Ross Happy Little Trees voice. How long is this, I wonder? Yeah, if you could sell things on Dreams, people would probably abuse that. Like how they abuse Steam, right? I mean, even back on Xbox Live indie games, people were abusing that. I remember there being a template game. You could just download for a sample. It was this car racing game. And somebody went in and they took that sample game, they replaced all the textures with like this crummy, like matrix scrolling code, and they tried to sell that. It was the sample game verbatim. The same models, the same tracks, the same music, the same sound effects. All they did was go in and change all the textures and call the game like Cybercar 2099 or something. And that was supposedly their game. It was just the sample game. And you have all these problems on Steam, asset flips and things like that, where people just download an easy game creator, like first person creator studio or whatever it's called, and then they just, crap out a game in an afternoon, and they try and sell that for $2, and then it becomes Steam's problem. And Steam's not going to get rid of that. Steam is all like, oh, the free market. The free market will save us all. I love to hear noise. Signals are for chumps. Give me all of your anime memory matching mini games. Or like jigsaw puzzles. Spend $50 on Patreon commissioning an anime artist to make you a couple images. You can sell that for, $5 on Steam. Make all your money back. Is there like a hole in the bottom of that bowl? There is. Clever. Pull it up. Like, you want it like a better marble game name than Marble It Up. Just call it Roll It Up, Okay, serious time. Tough. Unless I just go for it. Just go for it. Don't let the physics catch up to you. Yeah, I'm having a good time with this. Like, technically we should probably move on, but this is a surprisingly well-designed game. Hey, check that out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is... I'm getting a little bit dizzy from this. Talking with people a few weeks ago. How, as I get older, I get motion sickness easier now. I didn't used to get motion sickness. The older I get, the easier it is for me to become dizzy and disoriented. No wonder old people are so confused all the time. happen to you. Mark my words. Up. Whoa, careful. I wonder how much longer there is to go on this. Guess that goes to World 2? Though I guess, like, we're technically on World 3, so what do I know? Okay, don't stop for nothing. If you go fast, the physics can't get you. Gyroid looking dudes. Oh, wait a minute. Can I speedrun strat this? Can I just go... Whee! Nope. They anticipated that. It's kind of a bummer, really. If it was me, I would have like left that in there as like a legit strategy, you know? Because that's the kind of like fun stuff that people like. There was one ball rolling game I own on Steam. I don't remember what it was called. But I got it for like free. I don't think it was like in a Humble Bundle. I think it was just one of those games that was like temporarily free. I'm trying to remember what it was called. It's like Refract or something maybe? I don't know. And that game was mean. I played it for like 20 minutes and went, nope, turned it off. Like you were this weird polygon ball. Like it was definitely like a much worse game than this. I'm trying to think of like the right way to say that. It was way less polished than this is. It didn't look as good as this did. Really felt like someone's first Unity project. But you know, there's no shame in that, but also, like it was the sort of thing where they were charging money for it, and then they gave it away for free for like one weekend, and then they went back to, you know, charging $7.99 or whatever for it. Look how clever this is. Like, I'm not even really holding the analog stick here. They program this slope so that you have time to just sit here and observe. Oh, and then this is a great idea. Go quickly, the physics can't catch you. Oh, come on. That's rude. This feels like a special timing thing. My head's spinning. What a wild ride. Okay. We'll see what this is. Part 2 is out now. Fair enough. This dream is already at max. Yeah, I imagine so. We'll give you a thumbs up. You deserve one. We will not be playing part 2. Maybe we'll see what else this guy has. How long have we been streaming? About 3.5 hours? Well, it looks like all this guy makes is ball games, which, you know, he's clearly good at it. So I'm not going to tell him no. That looks like the wizard game we just played. Is this? Okay. Character action. Got it. Do we have a dodge? Do we have actual combos? We do. Wow. Like, different strings give you different attack strings, or different... You know what I mean. Like, I can do a launcher. Wow. It's a little slow. Like, that's just a move straight out of Devil May Cry, right? It's not the stinger, but... We'll leave it at normal difficulty. So what is this? O2. Peaceful? Oh yeah, that's... We should probably start wrapping the stream up here soon. I think I streamed for about 4 hours last night. And I gotta think about dinner and things like that here soon. Like I said, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, and after that, I don't know when I'll be available. Assuming, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do tomorrow. At this point, I had that toothache and that abscess like a month and a half ago. I expect all they're going to want to do tomorrow is look at my teeth, figure out what needs to be done about it. and then I'll get an appointment for probably weeks or even months from now where they'll probably want to do surgery or remove the tooth or whatever. Tooth problems are no fun, folks. Take care of your teeth. Map design could be a little better, but I kind of like this. You know, it's stylistic. But like that dodge roll doesn't come out quite as fast as I'd like. Also, like the hit confirm sounds could be a little meatier. But you know, this is pretty alright. For what it is, you know, I'm having fun. Be nice if there was like a combo counter though. You know, it doesn't feel like a character action game unless it's telling you you're smoking sick style. That's just rude. I'm just focused on having a good time. Also, my butt hurt. Need to get up and move around a little bit. Like, that's the other thing about, like, the dodge roll, right? I saw that guy coming. I saw him winding up. And I couldn't dodge roll out of that thing. Also, I just realized that some of these guys, like, literally just have stingers. Honestly, I should just keep using that move over and over again. Because it transitions into an AoE, which is kind of what you want when you start getting surrounded by these guys. Especially because once it starts doing the twirl, it knocks them back. One, two, heavy. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bored of this. It's like this is all this is, it feels like. There's supposed to be another level of this. I don't think we're going to try level 2. Also, like, just speaking personally, Dante and Bayonetta have guns, and I miss having guns. Okay, I think I'm getting this rhythm down. No, I did have like a little bit of animation priority there. That's nice. Yeah, this is a very squishy game. Very, very wet. I don't think I'm gonna play level 2 on stream. I would hope that they introduced more enemy types in level 2. That'd be probably pretty good. Let's play the snowboarding game. I've been in an SSX mood lately. What do we got for boards? There's some pretty cool board designs. We'll do this guy. I will play the tutorial. This certainly looks like an SSX game to me. My Alpine dream? Oh, because it's a dream. Well, it wouldn't be a stream unless I bump my microphone stand. So like a snowboarding game. I think that might be how SSX does it, but that's not really the way I play SSX. So what this sounds like is that when I start to charge my jump, I lose control. Right? Right. Correct. Okay, this isn't quite SSX, but I can get down with it. Trigger buttons, got it. Yeah, this sounds a lot like SSX. As far as that goes. You can even practice them while paused, wow. Have a go at it. Continue. So it looks like this doesn't have a boost meter, so I guess that's what separates it from SSX. The Aether State. What does that mean? Does that just mean I'm in the zone? Auto zone? Aether trick. What does that mean? Instead of telling me, why don't you show me? So yeah, basically SSX. Minus the boost meter. Fair enough. This is running on PS4 Pro. I do not have a PS5. And depending on my appointment tomorrow, it may be some time until I can get a PS5. Also, I kind of wanted an Xbox instead. I value backwards compatibility quite a bit. The idea of being able to play original Xbox games, Xbox 360 games, Xbox One games, and then Xbox Series X games is very enticing. And I still have all those discs, so... on me. Like just a few weeks ago, I was actually replaying SSX3 on PCSX2, the PlayStation 2 emulator. Streamed that for a friend on Discord too. Had a good time. Not much of a fan of like Tricky. Tricky is a much harder game than SSX3. This is pretty good for what it is. A little simple, but you know. That's fun. I do kind of wish that there was a boost meter though. But, you know, I think that's probably pretty obvious for me. The thing about the Series S, though, is that it doesn't have... Does it have a disk drive? I don't remember. I don't think it does. And if it does, there was something else about it. I think it doesn't run the enhanced games, because there was, what, Xbox One X enhanced backwards compatible games? And I think the S doesn't do that. So, like, there are Xbox 360 games with frame rate problems, and if you play them on a 1X or you get a Series X, then those frame rate problems go away. Well, from what I've heard, the S is actually less powerful than an Xbox One X, which like is crazy if you really think about it. Like, why did we even have a next generation at all? If the cheap version of the new console is less powerful than the top of the line version of last gen, right? But also, like, you know, computer hardware technology, things like that. It's not super cut and dry, you know? I'm sure there's more going on there, like fill rates on specific, I don't know, memory buses or something. Where I'm sure the Series S is faster than the 1X in a lot of different ways. Okay, so you can just push circle to go into the Zen state whenever you want. Or the Aether, I guess it was called. Man, look at this SSX ice cave. I see you. I accept you. I am also an SSX fan. Alright, it's just teraflops. Okay. I am computer literate, but I am not that computer literate. So I accept that, like, people will say, oh, well, you know, the Series S is slower than this, and that, you know, it just kind of goes in one ear and out the other. I know the general terms, but not the specifics. Alright, the circle button is just, that's the Aether thing. We need a new SSX game. That last one was what, 9 years ago? And it was pretty alright. You know, I streamed that whole game. That stream archive is up on my YouTube channel. You have to go to the stream archives playlist, but it's in there. I didn't talk over it or anything, but, you know, if you want to watch me play the Xbox 360 SSX game for 5 hours, you can do that. Kind of a tough course to go down. Okay, let's do a Zen trick. How about? Okay, that's fun. I'm down with that. I liked how it, like, actually got me air, too. Like, I got lift from that. That's cute. Okay, so left and right triggers doesn't do any tricks. And like what you're saying about how the PS5 has fewer teraflops, but things still run better, like that makes sense. You know, I've never had an SSD in this desktop, but I've had a lot of friends tell me, like, you know, the biggest upgrade I can get right now is just getting an SSD in this computer. Just having faster memory access. Oh, how long have we been streaming? We're coming up on 4 hours. We're gonna do one more game and then I'm gonna shut down the stream. I don't know why the list just jumped like that, but... Oh God. Dreams by Media Molecule. I think I watched Vinny from Vinesauce play this. If we played this Halloween thing, that feels like it would be hours. Because it's all these little vignettes set up in all these buildings. And there's like 200 of them. Art's Dream, that's like the official single player campaign I still haven't started yet. It's like scenes and things, new streams, I don't want that. New, Weird and Wonderful. It's an exposition. I've watched Vinny play this. Coin Me Ishmael. Sure. Let's get our Moby Dick on. That'll be our final game. We've seen that guy before. Is this just a coin pusher game? I mean, fair enough. This was in the Weird and Wonderful category. So, you know, I get it. The wind is like a nice thing. Like that's pretty cool. I kind of like how there's two pushers going on at the same time. What is this game? I've got like the catcher in the back that I have to worry about. And then I have the boat. Does Moby Dick like deposit the really big coins? I mean, probably, right? Looks like it. But what's like the failure state? Or is there like not a failure state? Is this mainly just about time? What's the whale meter for? Is that how many big coins I collect? Like, what's going on? I don't... I guess so. The more silver I collect, the closer I am to making the whale jump out of the water. Well, I guess that's our final game. Like I said, it was in the weird and wonderful. We'll end on this. Because this looks like an animation, so... thank you all for coming out and watching me play Dreams. I'm glad that I finally actually got the stream to work this time. Except my microphone input, because yesterday's was probably a little too impromptu. Because it just wasn't set up properly. Like, the Twitch title was all wrong, the category was all wrong. You guys couldn't hear my microphone. It was a nightmare. But I will be back to stream someday eventually. And for, you know, Patreon donors, the podcast will come at some point soon. And I really did not realize they were going to be burping the whole time. But the podcast will be coming. Technically, I could have done it today if I'd written out my podcast notes and things like that. But again, like I said, I don't think I'm having dental surgery tomorrow. I think tomorrow is just going to be x-rays and then building a plan on what to do after they tell me what's wrong with my teeth. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I've got a Let's Play coming up on YouTube. Me and my cousin are going back to Max Payne 2. Because many, many years ago, like 9 years ago at this point, we did a Let's Play for Max Payne, and it was fun. We enjoyed it. And inexplicably, we've had fans comment on that video saying they go back and they rewatch that Let's Play like every year, or even every few months. So we decided, you know, hey, Discord's got stream sharing stuff. Let's do Max Payne 2. That should be coming shortly, sometime either later this month or early next month. If you go to youtube.com/letsvideogame and subscribe, you can go see it as soon as it goes up. He's been uploading episodes, and I've been trying to get thumbnails and titles ready and things like that. So that shouldn't be long. What else? There's my Patreon, you know, that thing's been popping up on screen the whole stream. You can help me defer payments on this upcoming dental surgery. However much that's going to cost. I don't know. I do have savings, but who knows? Medical expenses in America are expensive. But that's going to be it. Thank you for sticking around. I don't know when I'm going to have a new YouTube video for you guys. I've been writing scripts and things like that. That's podcast material. If you don't listen to my podcast, you can go be bored by that if you really want to hear me talk. That's on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BlazeHedgehog. But that's it from me. I'm hitting the stop stream button. Again, thank you very, very much for coming out. Bye-bye.